Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri Martin. We are the WCN Interactive Team, business growth, marketing, and social media consultants helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
For growth, prosperity, and success. And each Wednesday at 12 noon, right here on TalkNetworkRadio.com, we share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so that you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
Gotta love those profits, Richard.
Absolutely. They keep us here.
That's right. It keeps that energy flowing when we have the money flowing, right?
Amen.
Awesome. Well, we want to make sure we invite our listeners, of course, to connect with us on Facebook at So Social Radio Show. There is a top pin post there for today's show. So if you have any questions, make sure you just post those questions in the comments on that top pin post, and we'll do our best to get to those today. We've already seen some questions coming in. So, and give us a like while you're there as well, and take some time if you have a specific topic for business or marketing or social media questions that you would love to have answered. Let us know so that we can put a topic up there for you and present it here on our So Social Radio Show.
Absolutely so. Looking forward to seeing who's going to take us up on it today.
Yes. So, of course, we want to definitely thank our sponsors and our partners. Because of them, we're here. We want to make sure we give a shout out to them. So, Richard, who do you want to shout out to first?
I want to start with Toastmasters, a world leader in communications and leadership development. Find out how you can improve your speaking and leadership skills. Visit toastmastersd84.org.
Also, businessaccelerationsummit.com. This is a rapid growth business summit for social entrepreneurs to mastermind and grow their business while creating a deeper impact on their clients and community. Their next event is September 28, 29, and 30th, and it's right here in Melbourne, Florida on the beachside at Crown Plaza Oceanfront. Go to businessaccelerationsummit.com to register, and we'll see you there.
And everythingbrevard.com, a Brevard County, Florida community website. Keep up to date with everything that's happening in Brevard and get your business listing on everythingbrevard.com.
Sheer Artisan Salon and Art Gallery. They are a full-service salon specializing in hair color, skincare, and makeup. Located in the shops of West Melbourne, Florida at 1533 West New Haven Avenue, the salon also hosts a gallery of fine artwork from local artists. Make sure you take some time to walk in and just view that beautiful art there. Contact Sheer Artisans at 321-729-8989. That's 321-729-8989. And if you, too, would like to be one of our partners, sponsors, or want to have a spotlight guest feature here on the So Social Radio Show so that we can showcase your expertise, we would love to have a conversation with you. So give me a call. This is Cheri at 321-446-2156. And we'll look forward to that conversation together and see how we can make you stand out.
Most definitely. Like to help people stand out. But talking about standing out, what's our subject for today?
Well, this is a subject that I know is dear and near to your heart. Near and dear, near and dear, dear and near, near and dear, dear. You have been doing search engine optimization for a number of years for clients, going back when we had our full web design agency, when you were working a lot with the builders and real estate brokers and getting more, and a lot of other businesses within that industry as well. You were really helping them to get more notice and also get more business by.
That's what it's all about.
Well, yeah. I mean, I remember one client specifically that was over in the Tampa area, and they built fences. And they were paying, gosh, you probably remember, but I know it was buku bucks for the Yellow Pages.
Well, it's like, think of search engine optimization and the individual or company that you have do it as your paid advertising company, because an advertiser wants to bring traffic to you. Mm-hmm. SEO is to bring traffic to you. So it goes out in the same manner. Now, if you look at it as in the expense side of the equation, yeah, just by itself it looks expensive. But you have to say, okay, it's advertising.
It's an investment in your business so that you can be visible to those that really need your services. We need to reach out and definitely understand that that's what marketing is all about, is investing in your business so that you can be seen by more people and resonate with those that are really looking for your services. And I know that that's what you did with that company over there in Tampa. You helped them to definitely get that exposure they needed. And even though they were getting a few clients by their advertising in the big yellow book, they were not really paying for their ads. So with the techniques that you use to get their social media ranking up there, optimizing everything, they were more than paying for everything, because one, their acquisition of their product was a lot more than many other businesses, but they also were able to drive traffic from those searches to their website. And that was pre-social media. So what we're going to have Richard wants to have a conversation on, and I'm going to be here asking questions because I'm very, this is his expertise, and I love the fact that I know how to help my clients on social media optimizing their sites and such. But I guess the first question, there's a couple questions I have, but the first question for our audience is if you would, begin with letting them know, what is SEO?
Search engine optimization is what SEO stand for. And in the broader sense, it used to be purely known as SEO. Now Google has changed a lot of the ways it does things, and it's a lot more than SEO. It has to do with the content you're creating on the web, on all sites, not just your website. They're looking at social media now and reading that. So it's like Big Brother looking over your shoulder all the time, and you're not going to get away with very much.
I was going to say, with Google today, there's not really much we can do on the internet without having that Gmail account that we need to register through Google. And from there, it takes us to so many other areas, from YouTube to Google+. So share a little bit about, I don't want to say the monopoly of Google, but
it is
the importance of understanding why you need to be there.
Google used to start it out with, it was keywords. You picked a word and you went to AdWords to see how much traffic that word had, and looking at it from that standpoint, and then you determined, okay, this is a word I want to use because it's getting the traffic. But now Google is not necessarily morphing away from that, but they're all about a conversation. They want the whole conversation, and they index every word, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Can't prove it, but I'm 99.9999% guaranteed that it's all being indexed, just like the government does our phone records on putting that there. So when we do this, it's more now about the subject that you want to discuss. And that's what's interesting. So if you want to know something about social media, you'll find somewhere in that mix, you'll find Cheri. The object right now isn't necessarily to rank number one for a word. It's to rank number one for a thought.
Wow. Expand on that. I'm confused.
Well, because of the way Google indexes everything, let me use an example of YouTube, which is owned by Google. Mm-hmm. You do a YouTube video, and with a very short time after you do your video, that video is transcribed into text so that now Google can control searches and sell searches on YouTube, which created now a monetization of the platform. So when you look at that, everything you say out there really is being tracked by somebody.
Unfortunately, I mean, like we share with our clients, or when we're in a workshop and we share, we all are creating a social proof if we are online anywhere. Not even if you're not on Facebook or on Twitter or LinkedIn, one of these social sites, if you're doing a search on one of the search engines, and we just always assume it's Google, but there are many ones out there as well, that you're actually creating a track, which is your social proof. They know where you've been. There's, what do they call those, cookies?
Yep, they plant a lot of stuff around there, and a lot of seeds grow. But, actually, what they're doing now is it's much easier to get relevant searches because of not just looking at a word.
Okay.
So you take a word and you put restaurant in there, or you put hotel in there, or whatever. You just got a gazillion things that pop up. But now when people are doing searches, okay, I want a 4-star hotel in Miami Beach on these dates. Mm-hmm. And that's, you're going to get your answer. What's there? Down. So when we look at it, that's more of a typical search that we do right now. We were looking at going on vacation. I picked the city and I did a search for the hotels, cabins, everything else that was available, and I had a whole list of them in front of me in less than a second. And that's the proof that's being offered out there on that out. So when you ask me a keyword question, it's more like it's a key thought that's out there.
Well, and on that note, what I've noticed is when I do go on to Google and I do a search for something specific, I all of a sudden start seeing ads popping up on my social media, whether it be on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. Is that why? Because again, you're building
Facebook does it, LinkedIn does it, Twitter does it. Mm-hmm. They're all trying to provide the most relevant information for what you're asking for.
So this is how they're serving you. They're making sure you are being served by seeing all the information available that you're searching for.
Exactly. And as you go through and you click on more and more things, we were just talking about a hotel, they're not going to just pick the name of the hotel in the city. They're going to go, is this a 1-star hotel? Is this a 5-star hotel? Mm-hmm. I mean, they know more about Richard than Richard knows about Richard. Okay, in that whole thing. But they're recording that, and that's why with what you just said, you're up there on the internet, and all of a sudden on Facebook, you just start seeing stuff fly through about what you like on Facebook. Google does the same thing on its side of the platform with the internet. With websites, and so. It's not necessarily a monopoly that they're trying to spy on everybody. They're really trying to provide the best service that they can and the most relevant searches that you're asking for.
Now, I remember, is there a way that the pattern of the searches change? I mean, everything I know online is consistently evolving, but I know years ago, one of the ways that I could really narrow a search down is I put a plus sign in front of a word or a group of words, or was it a bracket or something? Is that still relevant?
No, those still work.
And what does that do if you start putting those things in?
It just narrows your search down. It just lets you know that these are the words. Now, today, if you do it without brackets, it will work if you just keep it to those words that sit out there. So it's like everybody else. We all want to get better at what we do, not just for the necessary of making more money, but being better servants to our customers and clients.
Well,